The 6S REKON file. I've already been so frustrated with this thing that it's made me so hot I've taken off my clothes. All of yesterday. I was trying to get my receiver, the EP1 dual whatever, to work with this. I wired it up properly and it just went nuts, and I've had before where it's the model match problem, and that it wasn't that this time. Ugh. I had to take off the GPS and wire it up to the R and T2. Now it works. But still, why isn't T1 and R1 working? Basically brand new. Why did I buy this drone? I hate HGLRC, but when I saw this for $200 on Marketplace Canadian, I had to. And I bought it just so I could tear it apart and build a discus. Look at the discus. It's so cute and little, and look at how big this is. It's annoying, it's expensive, and it could be dangerous. And remote ID and all that, right? Look at this. So I'm planning to take this and stick it onto here. But before doing that, I figured I might as well give it a shot and let's do a review. And so far, the setup, just putting a receiver on was a bloody nightmare. But let's see how it flies. Now, I'm always honest, I'm always fair. If it's crap, it's crap. If it's good, it's good. Say it as it is. Maybe that's why no one wants me to review their stuff. If you want me to review your stuff though, send me your stuff. I'll put a shirt on. Okay, let's go fly. But in the comfort of my home, if I wish to be a man who doesn't wish to wear clothes, I'm wearing shorts, whatever. Yes, we have 2 packs of 1500 mAh 6S tattoo batteries. If anybody wants to buy the frame with all the motors and propellers, you can buy it off me for 100 Canadian dollars. Let me know. Shoot me a DM. That'd be great, because I'm probably going to strip it. Unless for some reason I go out and this is the most phenomenal experience I've ever had. But so far 5 inches have left me disappointed. I flew a 535 switchback, and I still like my discus more, so I doubt that this will be any better. Who knows, maybe it'll be super smooth and super lovely. But I'm flying at all stock settings. It doesn't seem to have BL Heli on it, which is surprising. I thought it would have bidirectional D-shot and whatever setup, but I'm not even gonna bother putting that on because it flies and I don't, yeah, okay, whatever. Yay!
Oh snap. Whoa, Maddie, have you ever done this before? Okay, this is really just a movie though. Maddie, you gotta try this out. I'm getting sick looking at this.
Cool.
light. Damn it. It's here somewhere. Welcome to the snake room. I can't find my camera holder, so I didn't set up in the living room like I usually do. I was actually very pleasantly surprised by this drone. It kind of took me by surprise. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I did, but so far this is the best 5-inch drone I've flown. The tune, it's not the, I think it's just like a base stock Betaflight tune. I could feel that it's light, which is weird because my drones are like way lighter, but this is about 400 grams, and I could just tell that, I guess as a 5-inch, it just feels super light. It's flying with basically 1,000 milliamp 6S battery, and this battery weighs more than, it weighs like 175 grams, so it weighs more than my whole discus setup. It was super fun. It impressed me, but is it worth it to fly something like this? Just flying kind of gentle acro. I got like 6 minutes of flight time. I think that if I was actually pushing it, if you were going like hard freestyle with this, it would only last you about 4 minutes, and this frame wouldn't want to be taking hits. The thing that I kind of wonder with this is the way that it's designed. It has replaceable arms and everything, but if you're going to use this as a long-range drone, to me it would be better if it was like 4 millimeters or 5 millimeters and just one plate, because you would save space. You could build it tighter, you could build it a little bit lighter. I think that all this stuff, like there's lots of stuff that you could save weight and make it probably even better. I think that when the drone is bigger, and these are all just popping off of my head what I think that when you have a drone that's like this and it is wider, there's more vibrations in it. If you're flying it as it's maybe intended to, like just straight and flat and smooth, it flies pretty nicely, and the battery doesn't seem to drop. Like it's just, you stay at like a good voltage for a long time. And when you start doing stuff with it, you do feel, and it's not tuned properly and everything, right? But if it was tuned properly, it'd probably feel a lot better. Like you feel the jitters and the shakes and the weight a bit. It does feel, it still feels nice. The discus feels heavier in a way, because even though it's smaller and way lighter, because it has less, like, I guess, propeller and whatever, like, because this has all the big propellers and stuff, so it feels light in a way that there's like more force that is pulling it up. Whereas with the discus, because it's smaller, it's like it kind of falls through the air quicker. I think that if you drop a marble or you drop a piece of paper, you understand the difference. The marble just drops through the air because there's less resistance, whereas the paper kind of has more resistance. So this has more resistance when coming down, so it doesn't fall as quick if you're like this. If you are like this, it's still going to fall nicely, but with the discus being smaller, I feel like it doesn't stay up as smooth as this does. But I also haven't really set up a discus in a configuration to make it like a long range. Although this was very enjoyable, I'm gonna just be selling this frame. It's good as new, and the motors are good as new, and the props are a little whatever, but I haven't crashed it at all. Take apart everything, and I'm gonna build a long range discus because I think that'll be fun. Not having props in view is cool, and I like this shape. This has kind of inspired me to want to build like my own version of the 4-inch long range, because I think that it can be done a little bit better, maybe with a squished X, or like I like that this is like, it's like a cross between a X and a dead cat. So I think that something like this on a single plate, and then bringing it into 4 inches, and then cutting off this area so you don't have the back end and you just have a single stack with everything in there, I think that that will be a lot better. So I'm probably going to transfer all this stuff onto a discus for now with an all-in-one, and then I'm going to take this stack because it's a beefier stack. It's like an F77 whatever. So I'm going to take this and put it into an analog basher. I hate HGLRC. I haven't ever gotten anything from them that hasn't had like issues, and because the R1 and T1 didn't work with the receiver, the R2 and T2 work, but on the thing it says R1 T2. That's where R1 T1 is where you install a receiver and it didn't work. So it's just another thing from this company that every single thing I've got from HDLRC has had issues. So I was supposed to make an 03 video, but the footage I haven't figured out how to deal with the files from the 03 unit yet. In DaVinci, they play slow. So I have to figure that out, and then I'll have some more content around there. I'm going to work on an 03 discus soon. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more.